For the Bardi Jawi, the earth and the sea are one. A boundless space where people, plants, and animals are spiritually connected. Nature is a nourishing benefactress that this Aboriginal community both venerates and protects. The Bardi Jawi are the sentinels of Australia's last wild frontier. I'm headed out to sea with Kevin, a member of the Kimberley Rangers Unit. Their role is to protect and monitor the natural areas of the Dampier Peninsula, a 3,000 square kilometer territory located in northwestern Australia, facing the Indian Ocean. It's an isolated region inhabited by just a few hundred people. Today, the Rangers are taking part in a scientific mission to study dugongs. They must capture several specimens for a study.
Yeah, in front of us, yeah. Yeah, look straight here, this way. Straight for that rocks there.
The dugong is a marine mammal that swims along the peninsula's coasts, where it grazes on beds of seagrass.
Oh yeah, straight in front of the boat. See, on the other side of the boat there, black thing there.
Amazing. Dugongs can measure up to 5 meters and weigh 500 kilos. He's taking shelter near the coast. Despite their large size and lumbering appearance, they're difficult to spot from the surface. Yes, he's got it! Cowboys of the sea.
Yeah, no, that's good effort. He actually, Kevin caught him without the rope. Kevin just hauled him. The tail wasn't on properly.
We jump into the water to get a hold of the dugong without injuring it. Skin samples will be taken to identify its DNA in order to determine the genetic origin of the dugongs on the Dampier Peninsula.
All right, let's get the...
Hey, Kevin. This is a small one, right?
This is a young male one.
One more cut. So now put the tail back down again. Sorry, back pointing down, and the head comes up.
Okay.
The Argos tag attached to the dugong's tail will enable them to track its movements for several months. He swam away so fast.
Typical, mate.
It's kind of like being a cowboy. You have to jump on the animal and hold it in place to work on it.
We grew up with all of that, get knowledge from long time, observing, listening to old people, looking at the animals, thinking like the animals. Yeah.
That was incredible, jumping in the water like that, grabbing onto a large mammal, holding it in place, and maintaining such close contact with it for a few minutes. I've never done anything like that in my life.
Yeah, look, you're welcome whenever. For us, easy, we Bardi and Jawi men. So, yeah, part and parcel of daily life, I suppose. We in the sea, jumping for tail all the time in dugong, yeah. But glad to have you here with us. You come from far away, you're a special man.
Dugongs are now an endangered species, and their numbers are steadily declining worldwide. The Kimberleys are one of the last sanctuaries for these marine mammals. For the Bardi Jawi Rangers, protecting the dugongs means preserving biodiversity and the balance of the ecosystem of the peninsula. Why are dugongs so important to the Bardi Jawi?
We've lived amongst each other, between the Bardi and Jawi people and the dugong for many years. You might even say centuries. And we have a certain respect for each other. We believe by continuing traditional customs and traditional practices and live our lifestyle. It's the only way to protect turtle and dugong, and we need to look after them.
The Bardi Jawi Ranger Unit, which was created in 2006, is made up entirely of Aboriginal people, a first in Australia. But it's more than just symbolic. It's a recognition of this people's knowledge and skills and their deep ties with nature. For Kevin, like the other rangers, taking part in these scientific studies is a source of pride.
So Mark, you had a pretty good day out there, eh? Pretty lucky. We didn't think we were going to get one. Sometimes we don't. You can see the results of the animal transmitting up there. I think we're slowly starting to get a picture of the Kimberley as a wider region, but a lot of our work is concentrated in Bardi Jawi country, but this project has helped confirm that they are in those places, and without the traditional knowledge of the Bardi people knowing the tides, when is the best tide to maybe find the animal on this reef or that reef, it probably wouldn't have worked. And also the capture method that we filmed, you know, that's a lot of skill and traditional knowledge handed down from a long time.
Were you surprised by what you learned from modern data compared to traditional knowledge?
Yeah, a little bit surprised there, only with the travel, the distance it traveled. One went right up to other side of Broome towards Port Hedland. Other than that, in this place here, Penterbay, Gwalgard country, all traditional knowledge exactly the same. We passed that on to the research team, but no surprise. Traditionally, we know, because we live there.
At the end of the day, Kevin invites me to his place. We take the only road linking the 10 or so villages on the peninsula. He makes a point of stopping at Lambordina, a former Catholic mission where he spent a large part of his childhood.
I knew this church from 1956. Yeah, this house. I was 5 years of old age. When I was here too as well, we had even kids from other parts of the Kimberleys. They were taken away from their families and brought to here and done their schooling here. That was the government policy. Right. To bring kids away from the Aboriginal people. They were thinking, the government was thinking that, and maybe the mission too, they want to change me or my people, so they take us and they bring us in a dormitory.
So you were forced to come here?
Yes, sadly, we will need to be here. A lot of our culture and customs and tradition was lost too as well. We're trying and we have been struggling since that to keep and maintain that traditionally.
For centuries, the rights of Aboriginal people were ignored by the Australian government. After a long struggle, their ancestral lands were returned to them. Kevin has decided to settle near the ocean, where his ancestors used to live.
Mark, this is homeland from my family. Yeah, but belong to my grandfather, this country.
What does homeland mean to you?
Homeland means your country. And in this case, my country, Kualgard, Holongong. We belong to this country. So, country owns us. Everything that's here, we all equal. Trees, birds, we have to live with each other in harmony. This is the heart of my family, this place now, and always has been. Before me, it's been the heart of our family, and still today. Yeah.
Surrounded by his 9 children and 23 grandchildren, Kevin lives in a house with water, electricity, and a TV. His homeland isn't cut off from the modern world, but it perpetuates the Aboriginal way of life based on clan and family. In the Bardi Jawi culture, the elders are the holders of the community's history and knowledge.
Oh, look at that tree there where Marcus. That's the right tree. Manawan we call them, good for hunting. Yeah, just the right tree, this one. Right length, right width, and pretty much good, yeah. Good for handling. Good one, nice and flexible. All right, I cut him.
There you go.
The actual bark, not just the thin bark, but the whole bark, okay?
You don't remove the skin, just the bark.
Yeah, just the skin. It's easier to take the skin off now, Mark, when it's fresh.
Do you want to try? Why do you use wood for spears instead of modern tools like fishing rods?
This timber is very strong. This timber, as you can see, pretty straight, not much mucking around in terms of straightening it. So, and it lasts long time too. So, this timber here is close to our vicinity, close to our country, is part of our country. We need to use what is in our environment, in our country. It is something I grew up with being transferred to me from my elders. And I bring the young ones to show them that this is this timber that we use, probably one of the best timbers to use in our country. And it's never failed us. Always we catch something with this one. Wow, well done. That's very good.
The Bardi Jawi have learned to use all the resources nature has to offer. The wooden spears we just made in the forest will be used to catch fish trapped by the tide, an ancestral fishing technique they practice as a family.
Hey, you want to three wire there? Hang or another budinyara.
Oh, wow!
Rock out there.
It's so big! I'd love to find one this size so I couldn't miss it. Oh, look, I caught something. Look, Kevin, I'm ashamed.
Hey, you got him,
It's huge. Look at that. It has a big mouth, too. What kind of fish is that?
Rockcod.
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 probably one of the best tasting fish. The flesh is real good, yeah.
c'est très bon.
I prefer this one. Ah, good. It is important for us to keep this traditional way of hunting for sustainability. Our people are proud to continue this, but it's reaching the goals of having these animals here with us, because the way we hunt is not in thousands and in hundreds, maybe like people who might fish with the nets, and thus help us to survive and practice customary and traditional way, which is like this. So it's important to pass that on.
I do it too. One.
After fishing, we all gather around the fire. Kevin, his grandchildren, uncles, aunts, and friends are all there. The whole clan has come together, and the simple joy of sharing this moment can be seen on everyone's face. Bundy, one of the community's elders, teaches the children songs and dances that recount the dream time, the origin of everything in the universe, visible and invisible, past, present, and future. What are your songs about?
Dance is about the little birds that sooty turns. The little white bird that go hunting for fish and to come back and bring their dive down. That's the dance, that karil now, that carabal. It tells you a story about that dance.
Is it important to sing these songs?
It's good that young fella like him come up and he got a pass on that, and after he got a responsibility, he got an obligation to pass that.
Important to continue practicing. That young bloke there now, my nephew, my sister's son, he's taking over singing.
Is it the same songs in every region?
Each tribe gets different songs that represent that tribe.
Une communauté.
Yeah, you got how many clan groups you got, but individual clan groups, that's a family group that's belong to here, can sing the song,
Right.
and in that clan group, be part of that song. We got family from Australie on our point, then you're going to get permission from them to sing that song if you're part of that.
Okay. And help you with some.
Kevin and I set off again to patrol the Kimberley coast. This part of the coast is covered by mangroves, which are home to a wide variety of fish, birds, and turtles.
Yeah, some time of the year they come and they eat mangrove shoots, not shoots, the fruit, jamai we call it. They eat them. But that's more in the wet season. But sometimes they start early this time when that fruit starts. Yeah, it's rough outside there in the deep water, so they eat the jamai now.
We land on a beach where turtles usually lay their eggs. Kevin looks for nesting sites to check if the eggs have already hatched. Does your work help protect the turtles?
Yes, I think so. What we do as rangers, my job do help to protect the turtle. Turtle have been here for a long time, probably before we've been around, might be, not sure. And we need to look after them. The old people bring us, our ancestors have done that. We need to carry on that way.
Aboriginal Australians believe that humans and animals share common ancestors. They both have a soul and are spiritually linked. Every man has his own totem, an animal he can neither hunt nor eat, and which he must protect. It's beautiful.
Hola.
Length?
930.
Yes, length.
Why are you taking these measurements?
Whatever measurement we take here on Pender Bay, maybe he come up in Beagle Bay or some other country, he might grow by then. So very large animal, eh?
Yes, this one is 93 centimeters by 74. Is it a female?
Yeah.
How old is she?
Not really sure, Mike. It could be anywhere between, 50 maybe, 60? Yeah, they go pretty old, eh?
About the same age as you, huh?
You ask me cheeky question, Mark. No, ask me my age. We know the turtle need to survive. We help with researchers to get all the data. But same time, while we are saltwater people, we do hunt turtle too. That is our protein, our meat for us. It's been for years and years we've been doing this.
Isn't that kind of paradoxical?
Yeah, some people could say it that way. I guess, but we have a feeling for this one too as well. That feeling is something different than what other people may have. For us to survive, we need to protect this one too as well. Yeah, so it is a tradition, a custom. Yeah, it is a little bit contradictory. You're right, my friend.
Yes.
Wild and unspoiled, the Bardi Jawi territory seems eternal. But this untouched nature is attracting more and more tourists. They present an opportunity for the local economy, but also pose a threat to the fragile balance that the Aboriginal people strive to defend.
If we have any more people here, I think we lose the battle of looking after our animals, turtle and dugong. We need land still to be ours. To look after how we have managed already before anyone come to this country.
Are you worried about the future?
Yes, I am worried for the future. I think I have a strong fight from me personally. My younger people may be different. They may be a little bit weak. Maybe they join the Western system. The only way we can protect our homeland is to make sure we live here and stay here. And it's all for the love of a dear little darling. Oh, for the love.
The balance between man and nature is the foundation of the Bardi Jawi's identity. By passing on their knowledge to new generations, Kevin and the Rangers want to protect not only the environment, but also their own culture and way of life. For the Bardi Jawi, the land and sea are a heritage, a space to be shared, and a future to be preserved.